In this video, I want to put the Super 73 GRZLY tires to the test in the snow again. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm just down here hanging out with my Super 73 S2. And if you saw my last video about the GRZLY tires in the snow, I was pretty impressed with how they performed, but I wasn't quite sure if they had what it took to be a snow tire. Now, I did take the GRZLY tires up some hills and down some hills in the snow, but most of the riding was done on flat ground, so I don't feel like I really put it to the test. And I missed one important thing to do when you're gonna ride in a softer environment, and that is let some air out of the tires. So I'm gonna deflate these tires just a little bit. I have them right around 25 PSI, we'll check in just a second, but I'm gonna deflate them down to about 15% to get them softer, see if I can get them grippier, and I'm gonna try to take it on a little bit more of an extreme trail. All right, I'm gonna use my Bell Air Stomper bike pump. This thing is not that great, but it does have a gauge on it to let me know what the PSI is. So let's get that checked. All right, so on the front tire, it does look like I'm sitting around 20. It could be because of the cold temperatures. Air condenses in colder weather, so the PSI could be less. Let's check the back tire. On the back tire, we're just under 20 PSI. I do generally keep the back tire lower because the S2 does not have any suspension. So maybe I'll even bring it down to closer to 10. I don't want to pop the tire off the rim. I don't think I will. So let's give that a try. Let's let some air out. 15. About 14. Okay, so we are sitting just above 10 PSI. The tires do feel a little stiff still, so maybe I'll let just a tiny bit more out and we'll go from there. We'll see if it makes any difference. That ought to do it. So we are sitting at about 10 PSI on the front and back. Sitting on the bike, I can't tell if it makes much of a difference. You know what? I think I'm gonna let out more air in the back. I think I'll get it around 6 PSI. That's where the drive comes from, so that's where the best traction should be, and we'll go from there. It really doesn't matter what the front tire is doing in the grand scheme of things. I think I could have kept that one pumped up at 25, but I'm gonna put less in the back and we'll hit the trail. All right, so I'm at the top of this trail near my house. It's kind of my trial run trail. I actually did a video on this on my Varla scooter to see if it could make it off-road, but I don't know if you can see I'm going down there by way of this trail. It's about a 2.5 mile loop. So I think down's gonna be the easy part, but here we go. So I'm all bundled up. That's why this probably sounds muffled. Already some deep drifting snow there. This is gonna be interesting. Sliding around all over the place. I don't have a ton of control. And this isn't even the sketchiest part. I do feel a little bit better traction on the back tire letting that air out though. Let's see what the trail's like once we get into the trees. Oh yeah, it's deep right here. Plowing through. No problem. Just winding through here. It's best to try to stay on the trail, obviously, but this area kind of opens up. There's just a couple of sketchy parts coming up. So fun. Braking feels fine. I think the uphill is the real battle. Crossing a little creek here. Still running. Alright, here's my first uphill. Has some traction, not bad. Probably nice that people walked on this trail. It's about 20 degrees outside right now. So far, so good. But I think letting air out of the tires is part of the secret. We'll take the full loop. These drifts in the wind are difficult to overlap this. I don't know if you can tell, but this area has not been traveled all that much. So it's drifting across the trail, the snow is. See that? Little jump. Woo! There's some fat tires. Okay, coming up to the first sketchy part. Got a little bit of an S-turn here. I can feel the tires digging in, that's for sure. Taking this part easy. Ooh, nice drift on this S-turn. Busting through it. Oh. Alright. Here we go. See, there's just like a drop off to the left and the hill slants. But I feel like this handled it like a champ. It's about a 30-foot drop down there. Not bad. Okay, taking it easy. That was the main part I was worried about. There's one going uphill there too. It's gonna be tricky. I almost endoed sliding out. Alright, getting out of the wind. I don't even know if you could hear anything I said back there. Okay, let's go down in the flats for a bit. So the trail stays flat for a bit. And we'll start heading back up. It's a big loop. I call it the rainbow loop. I don't know if that's what it's really called. Alright, hanging right. Here we go. Heading up there. Oh, this is sweet. This trail seems a little bit more packed. Alright, into the woods. First big uphill. Taking this turn. Taking it slow. That's all I can do. Throwing in some pedaling here. We've got some nice little ledges off to the left. Nothing too iffy. And our first turn up here. Oh, almost on the ditch. Oh, looks. Shoot. Maybe I should have come down this. That's not too bad. There's another kind of sketchy part coming up here. Battery's looking good. I'm not freezing to death, so that's good. Probably adrenaline. But here we go. Ooh. Whoa. Another S-turn. That part was kind of sketch too. Alright. Still climbing. Alright, no more drop off, so that's nice. Now it's just testing the capabilities. Another S turn here, a little bit wider. Yeah, I've done this trail a few times on this bike in the summer, but obviously not in the snow. It's actually a lot smoother because the snow has leveled everything out. Just a nice little jump. I'm gonna hit it though. Everything's looking good. Still climbing though. We have that ridge up ahead. That's kind of our high point that we're aiming for. So I stopped in this flat area to try to get some drone shots, and my drone was acting funky, so no drone shots, which is too bad because now I'm carrying extra weight. But anyway, we've made it just over halfway. I think we're good. Something that's interesting is the snow is not sticking to the tires like it was in my first video, and that's because it's really cold, so the snow is not very wet and sticky, so that's good. Getting some snow in places I probably don't want it, but that's all right. My thermometer here, it says it's around 0 degrees. I don't think that's true. Not quite. Anyway, onward and upward. Weaving through these trees here. Got some good S-turns. Gotta throw in some pedaling. Doing good though. Alright. I really do think deflating the tires has helped. For sure. This might make a good spot for a thumbnail. This is actually kind of a magical experience. There's some old abandoned cars up there. You see? Through the trees. Oh, right up there. You got somewhere to be. This is actually a lot less sketchy than I thought it would be. So that's good news. I have wool socks, waterproof boots, I have sweats under my nylon pants, I have a thermal shirt, and my hoodie, and my Beyond Riders armor. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I review this protective shirt that you can throw pads in, and I threw the pads in too, just in case I fell off the side. And of course my puffy coat here. But yeah, winter riding, it's a whole new level. And if I fell off here, it wouldn't hurt as bad from the fluffy snow. And we have more to come, so let me know if you want to see more winter riding challenges, because we got about 3 more solid months of this. Alright. I know this isn't high speed action packed, but it's something. Interesting dirt right here. Ooh, a little wheelie. We're out. Nice. Let's see if I can get you a shot of what we came up. So we started somewhere over there, dropped down off this ridge, just made our way up through here. Look how pretty that is. And there it is, the hoodie. Hudson Blue S2. It's like a champ. This is drifty over here. Busting some drifts. Let's go through this deep stuff, see what happens. Wow, just trying to get a shot going through this deep stuff. Oh. Going through this deep stuff. Oh. That's my first official crash on a Super 73. Dude, I actually felt that elbow pad on my Beyond Rider shirt work. I landed right on my elbow and it doesn't even hurt. Yeah, more deep snow. Oh, 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 oh. Oh man, I'm like floating on top of this stuff. It takes speed. Oh jeez. Oh man, I wish I had a second camera for that. Busting drift. That's the secret on the deep stuff, is go fast. Just find that out right at the very end of my ride. And I'm done. Back on land. Feels weird. Well, I hope you enjoyed that snowy ride. It went a lot better than I was anticipating. I've said this a few times, but I really feel like the secret was deflating the tires some so they had more give and traction, especially in those packed down areas. I did totally turf it in the snowdrift there, as you saw. But I am wearing my Beyond Riders armor shirt, and I hit right here, and right here I do have one of their elbow pads in there. So that probably saved my elbow a little bit because it was a harder fall than I thought. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I love putting my Super 73 S2 to the limits, especially with these tires on here, the GRZLYs. If you're interested in a Super 73, I have a link down below where you can get $75 off. I also have a ton of different accessories as well, even $10 off one of these Beyond Rider shirts. So be sure to check those out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up. Comment down below. Do you live in a snowy climate? Is this something that you would try? And if so, let me know how it goes. And of course, hit that subscribe button too. Have a great rest of your day.